Giant Squid by Candace Fleming and Eric Roman. Down, down in the depths of the sunless sea, deep, deep in the cold, cold dark, creatures strange and fearsome lurk. I didn't think too many creatures live in the deep, dark, cold parts of the ocean. With writhing arms and ghostly, lidless eyes, they glide, some large as buses, some weighing a ton, so big, yet rarely seen. Instead, they are merely glimpsed, now and then from the prow of a ship, from a rocky seashore, through the lens of an underwater camera. Who are these giants of the dark seas? How do they hunt? How do they eat? How do they breed? It's a mystery. Giant squids have no eyelids. They are as large as buses and weigh a ton. Those are facts that I learned from this page. After all, how can you know about an animal hidden from view? You must rely on clues, as scientists do. Clues left behind by the creatures themselves. A tentacle, an eye, pieces found around the world, found over centuries by whalers and sailors and people walking the beach. You examine each piece, questioning and guessing, wondering at the weirdness of these baffling beasts. Beasts we call. Scientists rely on clues about these giant creatures. I wonder if anyone has ever seen one alive. Those are the facts that I learned from this page. Beasts we call giant squid. The tentacles seize their prey. They surround their thrashing meal. They latch on with powerful, sucker-studded clubs. Row after row of suckers. Suckers ringed with saw-like teeth that rip into skin and hold on tight. 8 coiling arms join in, pushing the prey to its beak. The tentacles have suckers with saw-like teeth. I never knew their tentacles could rip into skin. The beak, bone hard and parrot-like. It sits in the center of those 8 slithering arms, protruding from the creature's mouth, rotating from side to side, ripping apart prey. And what lies behind the beak? A dark hole, the mouth, and inside the mouth, a terrifying tongue like a ribbon of muscle, covered with sharp, tiny blades that slice, grind, file the food into a pasty sludge, easy for giant squid to digest. The beak is between all of the arms. It is very hard, similar to a parrot's beak. The tongue is a muscle covered in tiny, sharp blades. These are facts that I learned from reading this page. What facts did you learn? Be sure to write them down. In the murk, an eye, round, unblinking, some as big as soccer balls, the biggest eyes on the planet. Why? So it can spy pinpoints of light in its pitch black world, glints, flickers, set off by tiny creatures, jellyfish and krill, disturbed by a diving sperm whale. Their flashes create a shimmering outline, faint, so faint. The giant squid's eye is the largest eye on the planet. They need large eyes to be able to see prey, or even predators, in the dark. These are facts that I learned on this page. What facts did you learn? But not too faint for the big-eyed squid. The outline is a warning. Time to flee. Sucking water into its body and squirting it out, the creature jets away. The squids suck water into their bodies so they can jet away. Danger past, alone once more in the murky depths. The creature floats, rising and falling at will. The squid is pinkish purple now, but any second it could change color. Maybe pale yellow, maybe silvery gray, maybe red with brown stripes, or orange with black dots. Which colors? Which patterns? It's another mystery. And why do they change? Maybe to impress a mate? Scientists do not know what colors or patterns are on the squid. They also do not know why or when they change colors or patterns. Where does the female squid lay her eggs? How long does it take them to hatch? More unanswered questions. Still more mystery. Yet one day, a baby giant squid hatches from its egg. Teensy, tiny, just 2 inches long in the ocean. It is dangerous to be bite-sized. Scientists do not know where giant squid eggs are laid. Baby squids are only 2 inches long. These were 2 of the facts that I learned from reading this page. What did you learn? Be sure to write them down. Watch out for that barracuda! Quick! Barracuda eat baby squids. I wonder what else eats baby squids. Ink! Squids squirt ink to confuse predators. I can see in the picture, I can see the baby squid getting away, and I can see the barracuda swimming away. Lots of ink hiding. Something is hiding among the ink. Let's open the flaps and find out. It's a giant squid. Look at all those tentacles and arms. Those tentacles and arms look terrifying. It's gone. Squids must be able to move very quickly through the water. Fins, running partway down the side of the mantle, are two stabilizing fins. They are used for balance and maneuverability as it moves through the water. Mantle. The mantle is a big ring of muscle containing all the animal's respiratory, circulatory, reproductive, and digestive organs. When the giant squid wants to move quickly, it relaxes the muscles in the mantle wall, allowing water to flow into the mantle cavity through special flaps located on either side of its head. Then it contracts the mantle muscles, closing the flaps and forcing the water out of the funnel. The funnel is located between the head and the mantle. The funnel functions a bit like a rudder. It can be aimed in any direction, allowing the squid to propel through the water forward, backward, side to side, and up and down. Eyes. Located on either side of its head, the giant squid's eyes are the biggest in the animal kingdom. Some can even grow as large as 10 inches in diameter, the size of a human head. Scientists think this big size allows giant squid to see tiny pricks of light produced by other marine creatures, called bioluminescence, or perhaps the silhouettes of predatory sperm whales. Beak, located in the middle of the corona of arms, made of a hard substance and as big as a grapefruit. The beak can both rotate and protrude. The upper part of the beak has a downward point, making it the perfect cutting edge, while the lower beak rips the food into grape-sized pieces. Arms, extending down from around the giant squid's mouth, are 8 arms, each up to 9.8 feet long, are made entirely from muscle. From base to tip, the inner surface of each is covered with suckers, as many as 300 per arm. They are as big as 2 inches in diameter. Each sucker contains a ring of razor-sharp chitin. Tentacles, reaching lengths of 33 to 40 feet. These two appendages are smooth from their base to near the end, where they expand to resemble a club. Along the tentacle club runs a series of suckers and bumps. Because the opposite tentacle club has the same exact pattern, a sort of zipper effect is created, allowing the giant squid to lock its two tentacles together. This gives the animal extra strength and stability when catching prey. Here are my post-it notes about facts that I learned from this page. The squid's eyes are the largest of any animal. It allows them to see in the dark. Fins help the squid balance and move through the water. The mantle holds all the squid's important body parts. It also sucks in and forces out water through the funnel. The beak is located in the middle of the arms. It can rotate and cut apart its food. The lower part of the beak rips the food into tiny pieces. The squid has 8 arms. Each arm can have up to 300 razor-sharp suckers. Squids have 2 tentacles. Each tentacle can be up to 40 feet long. The clubs at the end of each tentacle can lock together like a zipper to hold their prey. Giant squid. I hope you enjoyed this story as much as I enjoyed reading it to you. Remember, this story is narrative nonfiction. It has elements of a story as well as information, like is in a nonfiction book. I hope that on your post-it notes, you have written some facts that you have learned about the giant squid.